Hello, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the North American server Dark Ninja back in his Pz38nA. We're in Fiery Salient, encounter mode south spawn. And when you're playing one of these tier 4 scouts, man, this is just a map you love to see, because you can usually get over on the one line and spot, depends on what the enemy team does, of course. He has 3 artillery apiece and 3 lights apiece. His team favors heavies. The enemy team has mostly mediums, which if it gets toward an end game close battle, that could favor the enemy team because they have more mobility. And while that doesn't help you for the first half of the fight and the latter stages of the fight, the better mobility definitely helps once the field's open and people can move around. So he's trying to take a very forward spotting position. This works only if the enemy scouts don't come to the same place. And as he pulls up, it's like, whoa, there's the ELC coming straight at me. I need to just keep going and, oh, I get lucky and stay alive. Cromwell's coming in behind him. He needs some help from his team here. So far, he's not getting much help. But the Cromwell's intent on killing him, man. If you ask the Cromwell, hey, do you want to just run the 3 line and go all the way down to the end of the enemy team? He would say, well, that's really stupid. But dangle a scout in front of him and off he goes. And now he dies. Dark Ninja got a fire. He's almost dead. 18 hit points left, but he survived. And it's like, Cromwell, what the hell are you doing, man? You just totally sold out and died for nothing. Because I tell you, a scout with 10 hit points or 18 hit points is often as effective as a scout with full health. You just keep playing and hope you don't get hit. PZ4 is almost dead. ELC is a little bit beat up. You just don't always get to spot on the one line because the enemy scouts counter you sometimes. Now here's the difference between there. He finally got a hit. He's starting to pen it now. The 5 centimeters is going to pen that tank a little bit easier than the 4.7 does. So off to find the second half of the team. It looks his way over on the other side, which is good to know. Hummel's not paying attention. Oh man, gone. He got taken out fast. Oh, I wiped him out. This guy's not gonna have. Oh, he died. I was gonna say he's gonna have no idea that Dark Ninja was behind him and he's about to die, but somebody using his spots took him out for him. Both tanks are over on the other side. And he doesn't know if he's going to get to shoot anymore, but he's going to try to get in a shot or two at the end here. He has to find room. Oh, I wiped him out again. And there's the game. So he didn't get to do what he wanted to do, but he still got the job done after he had to run for his life in the beginning minute. He ends up with 1,075 points of damage and 2 kills. 20 of 24 shooting, that's 83%, 4 spots, and 1,231 spotting damage. Got 4,883 credits. Earned 1,623 XP. Survived the fight and got Spotter, Arsonist, Fire for Effect, and mini medals. Gives him a battle score of 1,648, and that moves into 16th place on the Hall of Fame for the Pz38nA, with more to come. He wanted to be aggressive and go up to these forward bushes instead of pulling up right here. And just as he approached me, as I'm sure just getting ready to slow down and settle in, it's like there's the ELC, the AMX ELC, so he couldn't stop. If he stopped, he was dead. He had to just keep going. I think it caught the roach as much by surprise as it did him, and so he was able to keep going, get a couple shots on the roach, and turn back toward his side. But he had to go past the Cromwell on the way, and the Cromwell just decided, I'm going to kill you even if it kills me, and that's what happened. It killed him, and it left Dark Ninja wounded badly, but still motoring on. And he was able just to run around and light up more targets there. He could have had a lot more kills, but a lot of times as soon as he lit something up, somebody pounced on it and took the kill. Which is really ideal, because the faster they disappear, the less chance you have of being spotted and shot. So it may seem like you're losing damage, but really in reality, if those tanks stayed alive for a longer period of time, the odds are is that you would end up dead. And so it helps to have your team take people out really fast like that, because it lets you keep living and piling up more XP and credits. So there's a little lesson in flexibility. Granted, somehow only the Cromwell was shooting at him and he managed to just barely survive. But that's what happens in a lot of fights. There are a ton of fights where you find yourself in a situation where it's like, oh crap, how am I getting out of this? And somehow you survive. And those missions where somehow you survive, a lot of times end up going on to be really good missions. From Fiery Salient, Dark Ninja in his Pz38nA, having to run for his life, but then going back and making the enemy pay for daring to shoot at him. Happy hunting.